The Chronicles of Valeria, The Rise of the Forgotten Hero. Chapter 1. The Lost Kingdom. In a time long forgotten, nestled between towering mountains and dense, enchanted forests, lay the ancient kingdom of Valeria. Once a realm of unparalleled beauty and prosperity, Valeria was now a mere shadow of its former self. Its magnificent palaces had crumbled, its bustling markets were empty, and the vibrant fields lay barren. Legends spoke of a great catastrophe that had befallen the kingdom, an event that had plunged Valeria into darkness and despair. The fall of Valeria was shrouded in mystery. Some said it was the wrath of the gods. Others believed it to be the curse of a powerful sorcerer. The truth, however, was far more complex. It began with the arrival of an enigmatic figure known only as the Shadow King. He emerged from the depths of the Forbidden Forest, bringing with him a horde of dark creatures and an aura of malevolence that spread like wildfire. The Shadow King seized control of Valeria with ruthless efficiency. The royal family was overthrown, and those who resisted were either imprisoned or forced into hiding. The once thriving kingdom was transformed into a land of fear and oppression. The people of Valeria clung to a sliver of hope, waiting for the day when a hero would rise to challenge the Shadow King and restore their homeland. Chapter 2. The Prophesied Hero. In the small, forgotten village of Eldoria, nestled at the edge of Valeria's borders, lived a young woman named Arya. She was an ordinary villager, known for her kindness and her talent for storytelling. Despite the hardships that plagued her life, Arya always found solace in the old legends and tales of heroes. Her favorite story was that of the prophesied hero, a savior foretold to arise in Valeria's darkest hour and vanquish the Shadow King. Arya's parents had disappeared when she was a child, leaving her to be raised by her grandmother, Ilara. Ilara was the village healer, revered for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient lore. She had taught Arya the ways of herbs and potions, and the secrets of the forest. Arya's life was simple, but her heart yearned for something more. She dreamed of adventure, of a destiny beyond the confines of her village. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast long shadows across the land, Arya was drawn to the forest by an inexplicable force. She wandered deep into the woods, guided by a faint, ethereal light. The trees whispered her name, their branches swaying in a rhythm that matched the beating of her heart. In a hidden glade, she found an ancient stone pedestal covered in vines and moss. Upon the pedestal rested a crystal, glowing with an otherworldly light. As Arya approached, the crystal pulsed with energy, and a voice echoed in her mind. "Arya of Eldoria, you are the one foretold by the prophecy. The fate of Valeria rests in your hands. Seek the hidden knowledge and embrace your destiny." Trembling with awe and fear, Arya reached out and touched the crystal. A surge of power flowed through her, filling her with a sense of purpose and resolve. She knew that her life was about to change forever. Chapter 3. The Gathering of Allies. Arya returned to Eldoria, her mind racing with thoughts of the prophecy and her newfound destiny. She confided in her grandmother, Ilara, who listened with a mix of pride and concern. "My dear Arya," Ilara said softly, "I have always known that you were destined for greatness. The path ahead will be fraught with danger, but you will not walk it alone. You must gather allies, those who share your desire to see Valeria freed from the Shadow King's tyranny." Determined to fulfill her destiny, Arya set out on a journey to find those who would aid her in her quest. Her first stop was the nearby town of Havenwood, known for its skilled warriors and artisans. There, she met Kale, a former soldier who had deserted the Shadow King's army after witnessing the atrocities committed against his own people. Kale was a formidable fighter, but his heart was burdened by guilt and sorrow. "Arya," Kale said, his voice heavy with emotion, "I have lost everything to the Shadow King. My family, my honor, my hope. If you believe that you can end his reign, then I will stand by your side and fight with every ounce of strength I have left." Next, Arya traveled to the remote village of Stormhaven, perched on the cliffs overlooking the sea. There, she sought out Seraphina, a master of the arcane arts and a seer known for her visions. Seraphina had long been an outcast, her powers feared and misunderstood by those around her, but Arya saw in her a kindred spirit, someone who yearned to make a difference. "Your arrival was foretold in the stars," Seraphina said, her eyes shimmering with otherworldly light. "I have seen the path you must take, and I will help you navigate it. Together, we can harness the ancient magics that will be crucial in our fight against the Shadow King." Finally, Arya made her way to the heart of the Forbidden Forest, where she encountered Draven, a reclusive ranger who had lived in exile since the fall of Valeria. Draven was a master of the bow and a tracker unparalleled in skill. Though he had sworn never to return to the world of men, Arya's plea awakened a spark of hope within him. "Valeria is my home," Draven said, his voice tinged with a mixture of bitterness and determination. "If there is even a chance that we can reclaim it, then I will join you. I will lend my bow to your cause and guide you through the perils that lie ahead." With her companions by her side, Arya felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were an unlikely band of heroes, each with their own scars and burdens, but united by a common goal. Together, they set forth to uncover the hidden knowledge that would lead them to the heart of Valeria, the key to defeating the Shadow King. Chapter 4. The Trials of the Ancients. Guided by Seraphina's visions and Draven's keen instincts, Arya and her companions journeyed to the ruins of Elysium, an ancient city that had once been the heart of Valeria's magical prowess. The ruins were said to be guarded by powerful spirits and filled with traps designed to deter any who sought the ancient knowledge. As they approached the ruins, a sense of awe and reverence washed over them. The towering stone pillars, covered in intricate carvings, and the remnants of majestic structures spoke of a time when magic and knowledge flourished. However, the air was thick with an ominous energy, and they knew that the trials ahead would test their resolve and unity. The first trial they encountered was the trial of courage. They stood before a massive stone gate that refused to open. A disembodied voice echoed through the air, demanding that they face their deepest fears. One by one, they were enveloped in a shroud of darkness, confronted by visions of their worst nightmares. Arya saw her village in flames, her loved ones lost to the Shadow King's wrath. Chaol relived the moment he had betrayed his comrades, their faces twisted in agony and betrayal. Seraphina was engulfed by a storm of chaotic magic, threatening to consume her. Draven faced the specter of a loved one he had failed to protect, his grief and guilt overwhelming him. Drawing strength from each other, they confronted their fears and emerged victorious. The stone gate groaned open, granting them passage deeper into the ruins. The second trial was the trial of wisdom. They found themselves in a vast chamber filled with ancient tomes and cryptic symbols. At the center of the chamber stood an ornate pedestal with a riddle inscribed upon it. They had to decipher the riddle to unlock the next passage. Combining their knowledge and skills, they pieced together the answer. Arya's storytelling, Chaol's military tactics, Seraphina's arcane understanding, and Draven's knowledge of the forest all played a crucial role. The pedestal glowed with a brilliant light, and a hidden door revealed itself. The final trial was the trial of unity. They entered a chamber where a powerful illusion split them into separate paths, each filled with dangers and challenges. To succeed, they had to find a way to reunite and work together. Communication was impossible, but they had to trust in their bond and their understanding of each other. Arya used her empathy and intuition to sense her companion's movements. Chaol's strategic mind helped him navigate his path, while Seraphina's magic created fleeting connections between them. Draven's keen senses allowed him to track their progress. Through their combined efforts, they overcame the obstacles and reunited, their unity stronger than ever. As they completed the trials, a hidden chamber opened before them. Inside, they found a repository of ancient knowledge and a map that revealed the location of the heart of Valeria. The map led to the heart of the Forbidden Forest, where the relic had been hidden away for centuries. Chapter 5. The Heart of Valeria. Arya and her companions set out for the heart of the Forbidden Forest, guided by the map they had discovered. The journey was treacherous, with the forest's magic and the Shadow King's minions seeking to thwart their progress at every turn. However, their resolve and unity carried them forward. As they delved deeper into the forest, the air grew thick with enchantment. The trees whispered ancient secrets, and the very ground seemed